Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday. And I'm a nurse. I don't ever know what day of the week it is unless I'm working. Anyway, it's Jennifer, the Keto RN, and I am coming at you today live with another recipe for an Easter brunch or maybe a Mother's Day brunch or something so that you can keep your keto lifestyle and still enjoy a delicious meal or event with your family. So today it is a bacon, rosemary, and goat cheese quiche. It's a crustless quiche, so super easy to make. It really won't take you that long. I did a little prep work beforehand, and you could do this the night before. It was just a little bit of cooking. So you could do it the night before and make this all come together really easily on Easter morning or afternoon or whatever, or Mother's Day, like I said. So I found this, this is just a Pinterest recipe. Digging a little deeper, it's from keenforketo.com, and it is, hopefully it's going to be good. It sounded good to me, so I figured if it sounded good to me, I would make it, and you guys can be the judge. So the first thing I did was cut up some leeks, and I love leeks. They're like a gigantic green onion, right? Cut them up and cooked them in a little bit of butter and some bacon grease. And originally you were supposed to cook a couple slices of bacon for this recipe. I didn't do that because I didn't want to. And I have bacon bits that need to be cooked. So you were supposed to melt the butter in the bacon grease that you cooked your bacon in, crumble your bacon, and then chop and cook your leeks. So these leeks are just cooked for a few minutes until they're nice and soft. And then I added 1/3 of a cup of heavy cream. So they're kind of cooling off here a little bit. You can see there's still some steam coming off of them, but they will go into the egg batter. So those are cooling, and again, that would only take a few minutes. You could put them in the fridge overnight, and they would be fine until you wanted to make up your dish in the morning. So the rest then just goes together super easily. We need 4 eggs, so those are the first ingredient. Oh, I forgot my garbage bowl. Oh well, into the sink they go. So just 4 eggs. How's everybody doing today? I am doing great, actually. Having a good day. I got a haircut, and I went on a nice long walk with a good friend, and that was awesome. It was a beautiful sunny day, but so cold. Like the coldest weather we've had in April in a super long time. And but the sky was blue, the sun was out. It was just absolutely amazing, like gorgeous weather. It looked like it would be about 75 or 80 degrees, but really it was, I don't know, in the 30s but it felt like 17 with the wind because it's windy. So, okay, so 4 eggs. Anyway, it's been beautiful, and we've had a really good day. 4 eggs. This is another 1/3 of a cup, so 2/3 of a cup total of heavy whipping cream. And that goes in. I love heavy whipping cream. We buy the big 1/2 gallon at Costco. We seem to go through it without any trouble, which is awesome. The cool bacon. So again, like I said, I didn't cook bacon. I could have, I just didn't really want to. And these actually need to get used. These are also a Costco find. They're bacon crumbles. They're actually real bacon, and they taste pretty good. They're not going to make a huge difference in my quiche. So I need to use these up, and so I'm using them, and I am adding, I think 1/2 cup, maybe 2/3. Yeah, 1/2 cup. So 1/2 cup of bacon bits, or you could use 2 slices of bacon that you cook and crumble on your own if you want to do it that way, and that's totally fine. Some crumbled goat cheese, which I didn't think I'd find crumbled goat cheese at the store, but I did. So this is 1/2 cup of crumbled goat cheese, and that just goes in. I have an oven that's preheated to 375, and then I'm just using a 9-inch glass pie plate that I just ran some butter over, like we would do with Crisco or whatever, just some butter. And here is the goat cheese that I found. Montchevre, I don't know how to say it, but anyway, there it is. And I got, it's already crumbled, so that's kind of nice. And there's extra in here to put on top of the quiche before it goes into the oven. So there we go. And then I also have some rosemary. I love rosemary. It smells so good. Who here has an herb garden? I do not, but I really wish that I did. So this is just a tablespoon of fresh herbs, or maybe a little bit more. I would love to have an herb garden. I don't do very well with plants. I should give that job to my husband because he does a whole lot better than I do. He keeps everything alive. And when we met, or when we started dating, I had silk plants. And he has all these beautiful plants all over the house, and I don't get along with them. They don't work out well for me. So anyway, so therefore I don't have an herb garden, but I'm gonna put my husband on that task, I think. Then we're adding 1/4 teaspoon of liquid smoke, which I wasn't sure why we needed that with the bacon, but I guess we'll find out. So 1/4 teaspoon, I don't wanna pour it over the bowl of the eggs because that is a disaster waiting to happen, right? Then you end up pouring out a tablespoon instead of a teaspoon. So 1/4 teaspoon, that also smells really, really good. It smells like barbecue sauce. Liquid smoke, and then some salt. I think it calls for 1/8 teaspoon. I'm just gonna put in about that much, which is probably more than that. Again, we love using pink salt, Himalayan pink salt, just because it has some trace minerals in it that you're not gonna get in your iodized salt. And then a little bit of ground pepper, just to taste. And really, that's it. So it's gonna go into your buttered pie plate here, and I'll pour it in just a minute. And then it's gonna cook at 375 for about 25 minutes. I think I'm gonna check the recipe. Yeah, bake it 375 for 25 minutes. Then you're gonna remove it from the oven and let it sit for, oh wait, I forgot to stir in the leeks. Sorry, don't mind me, I got ahead of myself. Okay, so we're gonna add these leeks. And if you're making them in the morning, they're gonna be kind of hot. So you're just gonna add a spoonful at a time and stir. Stir them in vigorously, it says, so that you don't prematurely cook your eggs, so that they cool off while you're doing your stirring. I really need something on here so it's not so loud. All right, so that was one. These are all gonna go in. We don't want to have eggs scrambled and cooked before you even put them in the oven. Oh, this is gonna be good. It's got a lot of smells. I can really smell the rosemary, and I can really smell the hickory smoke. So I'm excited to see what this tastes like. Anyway, if you do have an herb garden, what do you grow in it? And do you have it indoors or outdoors? I suppose it depends on where you live. And what are your favorite herbs to grow? I think I would grow rosemary. I know we can grow thyme here, which I love thyme as well. Rosemary is probably my favorite. Maybe some basil. I love basil too. I usually make pesto every summer because I have a friend who has a huge garden and tons of basil, and she gives me some every year. So I really appreciate that. And we get to make our own pesto, which is awesome. Except pine nuts have gotten so expensive, but everything has, I suppose. All right, so that's the last of the leeks. We'll stir those in. They were a little bit cooled off, so I'm not as worried about them scrambling these eggs before I put them into my pie plate. But there we go. So that's it. Some eggs, some cream, some rosemary, some salt and pepper, some goat cheese, bacon, hickory smoke, or liquid smoke. I don't know why I keep calling it hickory smoke. Liquid smoke flavoring. And then pouring it into our buttered, greased, whatever you want to call it, pie plate with the leeks. And yum. I am so excited. So this is going to go in, like I said, for 25 minutes. And I will be sure and post pictures. This is actually what Greg and I are going to eat for dinner tonight. So there it is. And I'm going to put it in, and I will post pictures pictures and give you my review, let you know what I think, but it smells awesome. I hope it tastes as good as it smells. And if any of you guys make any of this for Easter, let me know, or Mother's Day or whatever, let me know. I would love to see these recipes in action because we're having a great time bringing them to you. So anyway, if that's it, and if you love quiche, you know somebody who loves quiche, you're going to have an Easter brunch, or you know somebody that is, or you're just enjoying the page, I would so appreciate a share and a like and a follow from you and your friends. It means so much, and we're just trying to get the keto message stronger. So anyway, you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you later. Have a good evening. Bye.